So Miles, I thank you for joining us today. In the spirit of National Nutrition Month, I thought of asking you, and I'm grateful that you took us up on the invite. So I thought of speaking with you as I've been working with you. I met you personally. I guess it's a little bit over a month ago, and I've already seen amazing results. Being a home care provider, I have had obviously exposure in working with many people that are in their 80s and 90s. I've personally found that most of the people that I work with that are in their 80s and 90s have exercised and had a good good habits and good lifestyle throughout their life. And we've discussed that at length as well. So I thought, it would be great to talk with you today, because I know you have your approach is a 360-degree wellness philosophy, and I'll let you explain that a little bit more, because you definitely have a lot of experience and expertise in this field. I know you've been doing this type of work for at least 15 years, right? And you have an incredible story, which I don't want to take away from. So I'm going to kind of give you the floor and let you tell us a little bit about your story, and then also, how you help people in your philosophy in terms of nutrition and diet and longevity, which I think is really key for, we have an aging population, we have seniors, we know that seniors are living longer and longer these days. And ideally what we want to see is that people are living great quality of lives and having the best possible quality of life, even in their later years, in their 80s and their 90s. And I'm a big believer in what you do. So that's why I asked you to be, a guest speaker with us today, so to speak. So on that note, I'm going to hand it over to you, and maybe you can just start by telling us a little bit about your story.
Sure. Well, thank you, Kim, for the introduction, and thank you, Kim, for having me. Health and fitness is my passion. As you said before, I've been doing this for 15 years now, and taking care of the body is really the key to everything. They say health is wealth, and especially as we're aging, staying in shape and being healthy and fit is the fountain of youth. Taking care of oneself and investing in oneself. For those of you who don't know me, I am the owner and founder of the Milesfit Montreal private personal training studio. I'm located in the Moncton Village, as is Kim with her business. And my story goes back many, many years, 12 years ago to be exact, where at one time, believe it or not, I used to weigh 120 pounds more than I do today. It's hard to believe, but if you see the photos, you will have a shock, that's for sure. So at one time I lost myself physically, where I was using and abusing food in a certain sense. That was my comfort zone to deal with and mitigate stress. I ballooned up to almost 300 pounds. But then from that place of losing myself and veering off the track, I found myself and was able to get into a healthy lifestyle, embody those principles, and really represent them and teach them to the clients that I built up over the years. And my passion came from my own transformation journey. And over the years, my team and I at my studio, we've been working with a wide variety of clients, but particularly specializing in the 55 plus demographic, working with the 60, 70, and 80-year-old population when it comes to health and fitness. When you are in the 60, 70, and 80-year-old category, there are certain wellness principles that you have to really stick to be able to exercise safely and effectively. Emphasis on safely. There's always the risk with resistance training to be able to hurt yourself, which is why having a qualified coach or someone to guide you along the way is a useful tool in your toolbox. Any movement in general, from cardio, going for walks, going up and down stairs, movement is medicine. So anything is good. But really the fountain of youth when it comes to the aging process is resistance training. Now, resistance can be with your body weight. It can be with dumbbells. It can be with bands. It can be with machines. But there needs to be some load placed on the body so that you strengthen the skeletal structure, which is very important as we age, the connective tissue, ligaments, tendons, and cartilage, as well as the muscular system. And they've shown in research and studies, and it's quite fascinating, that the amount of muscle mass that you have on your body really correlates with longevity. Not a lot of people know that. And that's why resistance training is the fountain of youth. The more muscle mass you can cultivate and maintain as you age, because as we age, muscle atrophies, we lose muscle mass, we lose metabolism, we lose immune system strength. But if we can preserve and maintain muscle mass as we age, we can really preserve and maintain our health to a very high degree.
I know that when I've worked with you, that, I've seen not only amazing results, but I've learned a lot throughout the process in terms of how our body reacts to just doing exercises properly and, as you said, safely. I think that that's especially important for, as you had said, when seniors age, because people tend to lose flexibility. And by the loss of flexibility, there's a higher risk of falling. And then, the effect of falls, unfortunately, with seniors, a lot of times can result in, many times we hear of broken hips, and that can be a life changer for seniors. So I really believe that exercising to one's ability is extremely important at all phases in life. But now I wanted to talk a little bit about nutrition. And, have you worked much with seniors in that respect? Because, of course, dietary needs change as we get older. I'm not sure if I know that you have amazing suggestions and expertise in that area, but has that been something that you focus on as well in that demographic of 70 and 80-year-olds?
Absolutely. Nutrition, as they say, you are what you eat. What you put in your body becomes you, and it becomes the raw building blocks of your physiology and your physical structure. Nutrition is important at any age, but particularly as we're aging. As tissues breaking down, like muscle tissue breaking down and connective tissue, there are higher demands for good quality protein as we're aging. And of course, getting enough fiber is imperative and essential for proper digestion. One of the things that happens as we age, we tend to move less. It's just a byproduct of getting older. Now, obviously, that's a general statement. There are active people in their 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. But as a general rule, we do move less as we age. And as we move less, we don't digest as well. People don't realize, but when you're moving, you're stimulating your digestive system. You're stimulating your intestinal tract to work and break down food. So making sure you're getting enough fiber, fruits and vegetables, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, all of these things are super, super critical as we're aging. And frankly, when it comes to nutrition, the principles of when you're 40 years old or when you're 80 years old, the fundamentals of water, fruits and vegetables, chewing slowly, all of these principles still hold true and work. Great.
Well, I appreciate that input. I know that we both have the same focus, which is to be healthy and be our best self at all phases of life. As Graceful Living as a home care provider, my philosophy when I started the company is that I want people to have, I believe that we can have a quality of life right until the end, make the best of every phase, every day. And I really do believe that diet, nutrition, or maybe not diet, but nutrition and being physically active is a big part of that picture of us having, a great quality of life and increasing our longevity. So I thank you very much for I know it was last minute, but I thank you very much for coming on board and sharing your expertise. As everyone saw, your Milesfit. We're both located in the Monkland Village area. And, if anyone wants any more information about you, I'll be sure to let them know about you. But of course, they can look you up because you've got your gear and you're all set. So thank you very much for joining us. And we will definitely talk again soon.
Thanks for having me, Kim. Appreciate it.